It's Christmas time for the Jews.
The Marquis Theater.
Marquis.
Or Marquise.
Marquis.
Marquis.
Assad.
Yeah, I think it's Marquis.
Same back for the Marquis Assad. Hey guys, welcome.
The Marquis de Sade was a messed up dude.
Inside the ant farm, guys. We're doing it again. We didn't quit yet.
An OG libertarian and an OG pedophile.
I think
And now that I've been introduced, guys.
How you doing?
Oh, God. How am I doing? Well, I'm living. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of it. Right?
Are these good?
Well, not much going on. My bike is getting fixed. Many of you know this from former podcasts, but they basically told me today that like I'm fucked because the bike company changed company. Like the bike company that like had the warranty is like, yeah, we got bought by someone, so we're not really honoring things.
No, I feel so bad for you that happened, and it sucks because it's like, what do you do? Go to the Better Business Bureau, like.
Yeah. Like
you know,
and plus it's like a national bike company, so like, what's going to happen? I'm going to do a class action lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm going to pay a ton of money to go after these
people. $1,000 to get $125 in a class action suit. The bike shop guy's like being super nice about it, but I'm going to have to like buy a new bike still. It was just like, So yeah, I mean that. I'm just trying to get through work. Just trying to get through the week.
The work week.
Trying to get to Christmas at this point. You want to make it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. How about you guys? What's going on?
I just tried pork rinds for the first time in my life.
And how do you feel about them?
I don't think I'll get them again, but they're not terrible.
That's exactly what everyone says. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And these were like the humane ones. The pigs were raised on a farm or some shit. They were all happy.
That's why they taste so bad. You want the sad.
Oh, these were the ones where the pig. They were made while the pig was still alive.
They cut little pieces off and like he's still alive though. It's not cruel. Like I said, these are really good.
We had a little trip this weekend. That's what we did.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Let's hear about that because I didn't go on the trip.
We had an amazing.
I was invited.
Time. We had an amazing. Time.
I wasn't invited.
You can come with us next time.
Yes. And we can
two times ago, we went on a ghost tour of the village, and I just fell in love with the village, so I actually got us an Airbnb there. Very affordable. Right?
Greenwich Village.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? It was like 2 blocks up from St. Mark's.
We call it the village, you know.
Hey, I'm going to live there someday, so... I
thought you meant like the village, like the movie on my show.
Yeah, exactly. That would be awesome.
Which he loves. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I love that movie too. And I will tell you, I have definitely, like, before been like, yeah, I'd be okay with just, like, going back in time before computers and shit like that. Like, just a simple life, just gardening and whatever, so.
Even if it's all high.
French Prost our Shiner.
Let's go
holiday cheer.
Roast. Show it to you guys first. That's my fingers in front of it. I'll give you the finger.
But yeah, I wanted to go to some of the places that we'd seen on the ghost tour. So we went to Washington Square Park, saw all the dogs, had a good time there. And then we just started walking because we love to walk anyway. And I kind of was just like, let's just go. And I'm literally like, I wish we could see that women's prison haunted place that we saw last time. And we like turned the corner and it's like right there. It's just, that's my karma. Like, I'm proud to have a very good sense of direction, and I just like things like that just happen.
And it was a cool library now.
No.
Yeah, so here's the funny part.
So I thought it was going to be like, there's going to be like women like, let us out
I mean, it was a women's prison back in the day, so it definitely had some terrible stuff happen there, but now it's a library. But it was funny because we're outside and I'm taking pictures and I'm like, I wish we could go in, and he's like, it's a library. It's open.
Like,
we can go in. Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah! What? Why?
She's like, next time you go in, I'm like, or we can just go in now.
Yeah, so it was open. We went inside. It was really cool. I had some
I had a really weird feeling.
Yeah, down in the basement.
There's like this cool old mirror in the basement. And right as I walked in this room, like I just got a different energy. I took a picture, but nothing came out of it.
It was interesting,
just
though.
me in a mirror.
It was really cool.
But,
it was like a feminist ghost. It was like,
it was like a heavy feeling, like something happened.
That makes sense.
And I was just like, okay, and like I was just kind of feeling, and I walked out of the room, and I was fine, and I walked back in the room, and I had the same feeling. I was like, oh, this is
direct question, direct answer. Are you on drugs?
No,
we were not on drugs.
No,
not at that point.
Hadn't even drank beer yet.
Not at that point.
Hadn't even had a beer yet.
So we went to Chelsea Markets. We went to the Heatonist store and got some more hot sauce.
We didn't go to the main store with the Outpost and Chelsea Market. By the way, Chelsea Market is amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. It's
So,
like
but
a cool
here's
market.
the fun part. So we go to Chelsea Market. We went to a few different places. And then we went to this part that was like thrifting and arts, and it's just like people could put up like their, like the 10 by 10, like you'd get like at a, and they could do their own thing. And one of them was this lady at Gems. I'm like, oh, Gems, I love Gems. But then she did aura photography, and I've never had an aura photograph, and I've always wanted to get one. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And she was there, and it was really cheap. It was like $5 or $10. It was really cheap. So I'm like, sure, let's do this. So she goes, yeah, it takes like
Was it only $10?
Yeah, it was really cheap.
I would have got one if I would have known that much. I thought it was like $30.
No, it was like $5. So, it takes 2 to 26 seconds, and you sit on this thing, you put your hands down on these like metal pads that read your electromagnetic fields or something. I don't know. And then they take a photo of you. But here's the funny part is my picture didn't look like any of the other pictures there. Like, she was looking at it, and she's looking at the other pictures, and like, I'm looking at the other pictures, and she's like, I've really never seen anything like this before. I was like, I know, it's really weird.
She was so awesome that like...
She started screaming in Latin, like,
well, no, she was like, do you meditate?
Blood circling over her eyes.
Yeah. And I was like...
Wait, is that the Carmina Burana playing?
Deus
it was
Dominus.
That's right.
It was a really cool picture. The color, the lines, like the
well, it's
aura
crazy
lines were
because
really
a lot of
cool.
the other
They're very
people's, the
defined.
colors like go across their faces, and they're like just sort of all over the place, and it's like different rainbow colors. This is like 3 bands of like blue, purple, blue, like just going across. Yeah, like no, it was weird, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was weird, but it was cool. We had a good time. And we went thrift shopping with my aunt, and we went to lunch with my aunt.
Direct question, direct answer: are you Satan?
Only Satan likes purple and blue.
Satan loves purple and blue.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, everyone thinks he loves red.
We went to an impromptu comedy show, though. We were walking down the street.
so we went to dinner with my aunt and uncle.
Like, I'm doing a comedy.
And then we came back and we walked down to St. Mark's, and then we're like, let's just walk down St. Mark's, and we were in front of their comedy club, and the producer of the show was like, she's like, $15? You want to see a comedy show for $15? And we're like, why not? I got
you
cash.
got money on you, right?
Yeah. So we went in. That was fun. We were definitely the oldest people in the club. It was like all NYU
There's a 58-year-old comic.
Well, he was the comic. I meant like of the spectators.
They're actually mostly Columbia students.
Columbia, yes.
Mostly Columbia. Even though it was
came downtown. Yep, exactly. And but it was
Columbia
fun.
Graduates.
It was a lot of fun. The comics were pretty good. They were all different. Guess what? Saying gay is still a thing. In 2022, staying gay is still a thing, and making sexist jokes is still a thing.
Well, he's 50 years old, yeah.
There's one dude kicked
No, it was one of the younger kids.
That guy was great because he was like an old Japanese dude, and he was like really funny.
The older black guy.
What was that one joke? You remember that one
hilarious.
joke? The Japanese guy.
Oh yeah. He goes, it's really easy to be a single parent when you've lost custody of your kids.
I was like, that's great. I was like, I stood up and just started comedy. I was like,
this guy gets me!
Yeah. No, and then he made a joke about how during COVID, they like told him to go back to his country, and he's like, well, this is my country, but I'll go back to Korea, I guess. And then he like went back to Japan. He went back to Japan, and they're like, we don't like you. Go back to America. And he's just like, well, I don't know where to go.
Like, so don't tell me that again, because I don't know where to go.
I have nowhere to go, basically. So,
that's pretty great.
But yeah, it was
good.
I don't know. It was good.
We had a lot of fun.
I've never heard. He came up with the term because he was like, "You heard black don't crack, Asian don't raisin, Asian don't raisin." I was like, truth. Oh, and then there was
we got like 58.
White people, though, they look like
so there was a lot of audience laughter and stuff like this, and they'd be like, he gets it. So one of the girls was she's a stand-up comic, and she was talking about how she met her husband and married him when she was like in her 20s. She'd only ever slept with like 3 other guys, and her husband's like 20 years older than her, which I was like, maybe that was a bad decision. But she's like, she's like, I'm kind of regretting it now since we've been together for so long. And she's like, no one's ever pulled my hair and spit on my ass. And I was like, oh. And she's like, she gets it. I'm like, I do. You should definitely have someone pull on your hair and spit on your asshole. I mean, I'm just saying, right?
I mean, that's how you lubricate.
So, I don't have that problem.
What if I do that, too? It's not weird if I do it. Guys, let's talk about some news.
Yeah,
okay?
let's talk
we
news.
talked enough
we
about
don't
spitting
actually
on
talk about
assholes.
your
But we can talk more about it on our
That's actually
Patreon
my first
exclusive
thing.
podcast.
It's actually on OnlyFans as well.
On my OnlyFans. These guys don't have one yet. You should get on the action.
I've thought about it for like over a year now.
Hey guys,
It'd
let's
be
talk about some
weird stuff.
trending
It'd be really weird.
trailers. We had a lot of trailers come out this week, guys, and
Yeah.
we're going to talk about them.
A lot of trailers came out like today.
Yeah, literally right now.
As we're speaking.
That's why I kept saying, I'm just like, okay, because I watched one and they'd be like, and now, bro, what about this one? I'm like, okay, Jesus.
We had the Transformers.
Let's go with the best one first, guys. Transformers Primal.
No, something of the Beast. Something Beast.
Rise of the
Beast.
Rise of the Beast. Not Beast Wars, because that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
That's what it should have been. Why don't they just make it Beast
What are you
Wars?
doing, guys? Like, what are we
were
even
so
doing
close
here?
to the, like, you're just like, I'm right next to the sun.
They're trying to
edge
edgelord the Beast Wars
Like,
people.
don't do
Like,
it.
we know what the fuck it is, okay? Like,
And you have Optimus Primal.
like
Oh, I
first
like
off,
that.
we've known
That's his
that.
name.
We've
That's what the
known.
monkey's called. He's Optimus Primal.
By the way,
That's a true story.
they should have called him Optimus Primate, but
It's Primal. Come on.
Primal. Okay, he's Primal. He's a fucking Mack
He's full
truck.
of
Get the fuck
urdness.
out of here.
No, he's a giant ape. He's an ape.
So Optimus
he's like
Primal.
all-
Yeah, they're different.
Oh, was the gorilla and
they're
Optimus
different.
Prime?
They're different things.
They didn't give him a fucking different name. Like,
No.
what are you guys doing?
Just the leader's Optimus Prime at all times.
So Optimus is like the president.
Yeah.
This really is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
his title?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
his name.
Yeah.
It's Optimus, yeah.
But that's why when
Shit, man, I was 42 years old when I realized
if you
that.
remember from the fucking cartoon movie, the 80s cartoon movie, when Hot Rod becomes leader of the he is called Rodimus Prime.
Radimus. I remember Radimus, yeah.
Yes. The same fucking reason.
But I thought it was just like Radimus, like, oh, baby.
He also goes from being a sexy hot rod sports car to a camper with flames on it.
I mean, doesn't Bumblebee turn into like a old Porsche or something in this one? I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, no, they're Jazz.
Oh, was
They're
that? Okay, that was Jazz, okay.
No, sorry, Mirage. Guess who's voicing Mirage, man? I'll give you 3 guesses.
John Cena.
No Wish. That's a good one, but he's already in the universe.
No.
Let's just say this guy's so hot right now.
Hansel.
He's so hot
Owen
right
Wilson.
now.
Owen Wilson.
No, he's not hot. Not Owen Wilson. Come on.
No, it's just pick
No,
Hansel.
he's-
I mean, like in real
Cars.
life, Matt. Let's just think of like a really hot celebrity, and then think of who's been their boyfriend recently.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Hey,
Why?
I'm a car.
Why?
He's famous.
Why are we doing this?
Guys,
Come
I'm a car.
on.
Hey, it's me. I'm a car.
So, let's revisit what we mentioned in the last thing we just recorded, which was not this video.
And we talked about Pete Davidson as well.
No,
Pete Davidson cast.
Next season of What We Do in the Shadows 100% should have Pete Davidson in it, right?
Steve Davidson.
Steve
Davidson. And the
Steve
fanboy. in there, yeah.
Pete Davidson and
Shut up, Steve Dave.
Mrs.
Sapphire.
What's her face there? No.
Woo!
From
When are they watching Miss Doubtfire for?
from the news of SNL, who's married to Scarlett Johansson,
Tina Fey.
Colin Jost.
There you go, Colin Jost.
Wow, that was
Took me a while.
a long way around.
I had a long day, you guys.
I was like, where were we going?
Yeah, I actually.
They own that Staten Island ferry together, and they live on Staten Island, and so they should be on the show.
guys, so we get to see in this trailer the Maximals. You're like, who are they? And the fucking Autobots of this movie, the Maximals. We get to see the Predacons and the Terracons. Both Predacons
What?
and Terracons.
I didn't know
are
there's
shown
Terracons in here,
in this
too.
movie.
What?
And then Ron Perlman's going to voice Optimus Primal. So right there, I'm in. Let's do this. Peter Dinklage is in this somewhere. I didn't actually read where he was.
Dinkles is in this?
Peter Cullen back as Optimus Prime.
Peter. It somehow sounds older. I don't even know how.
And Matt, you know who this John DiMaggio fellow is? He's already played a robot named Bender. But he's going to be a character named Stratosphere in this movie.
Oh.
Why not?
Sure.
And then
I'm a robot,
and then Pete Davidson as Mirage. You're like, what?
Who plays the lady one? Because there's a lady one. Did you see that? She has
Here,
boobs.
RC, yeah, she's got fucking
Smoke show. Smoke show. How about that car?
Yeah,
It's a car, right?
Wait, her name is RC.
RC, yeah, RC. Yeah, she's not even named up to like a real car. She's named
Okay.
like remote control.
Which, out of all of the Transformers, which one would you fuck?
The Pete Davidson one.
The correct answer was Starscream. Because you know he's going to... You know he's very generous.
It's never come back in any of the Transformers movies, but I really hope they do one where Megatron turns into his original form, that tiny handgun, and he just goes into Starscream's hand and like... So the guy's doing all the work. He's aiming you and firing you. The fuck is the point of you?
Also, there's like a size, like they use like Ant-Man power.
Like, what's going on? There's a lot of things going on with that character. That's all I have for that.
Even as a kid, that boggled my mind. I'm like, is he a giant gun? Yeah. Like a giant handgun?
Oh, no.
Or does he shrink down somehow? Like, you can't transform into a smaller, like your molecule ship? Like, what the fuck's
also,
wrong with
if you had the robot, which everyone wanted the robot, he had like a weird buttstock on him. And he had like an extended magazine.
Wait, there was like it came out of his butt?
No, the buttstock is like a piece of the gun that's like supposed to stabilize it.
Oh, right.
And so, but why? It's a pistol. Like, okay. Like, it's not even like a Desert Eagle. It's just like a pistol. Like, okay.
Guys, the Rings of Power Season 2 has put out a bunch of casting people you really maybe have seen in stuff before.
Gargamel?
Like Yazin Zator, you might have seen him in something.
Oh, I know that,
yeah. But they recast Adar for some reason. And they're not explaining why at this time.
He probably touched kids or something.
I'm wondering if he got canceled, I don't know.
Who did they recast?
Adar, the king of the orcs,
the weird bad elf.
The Uruk guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to be this dude now.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Sam Hazeldine.
Sam Witwicky.
Not Sam Witwicky, no. An equally strange last name, but he looks sort of like him, I guess, but weirdly...
He will once they put all the makeup and the wig on and shit.
Yes. I kind of like that dude, though. He's like one of my favorite parts of the show, and it's weird they just recast him. I hope
What's the part you hate the most about the show? As our resident Tolkien expert.
Well, if this wizard dude is Gandalf, he wasn't there yet.
It also added 6 more actors.
He's Sauron, but keep going.
Also, Sauron wasn't there yet.
He was kind of there.
Wrong timing. You have a nice piece... Oh, it fell out. You have a piece of popcorn like sitting in your room. There's a lot
for later.
I like the show.
Do you like how many numerous ships were sent out? The 3?
I like
Nina,
that.
the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Oh.
And they had like 50 horses on them?
Yeah. We talked about that.
Have you seen that meme where it's just...
Yeah, no, he sent it to us. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I clap for that.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, and how Sauron was just like chilling, like hanging out with people and shit like that.
Well, he was
like
at first.
A dude. No, he wasn't.
He was because he wasn't fully formed, man.
Yeah.
The wizards, when they first, when the Mayor fell as wizards, they forgot themselves, and they had to relearn who they were.
No, but he knew who he was. And he was just playing some dude from the Southlands, some bullshit.
Now, I read the clip notes for the Silmarillion, okay? I know these.
I don't believe you.
I did. It's true.
Oh, he played Benjen Stark, too.
What?
Oh, he was a cold hands? He's cold hands.
But now he's out. I don't know why.
Cold Hands was my favorite character in Game of Thrones, so.
You know, they say cold hands, warm heart.
I remember that movie.
Guys, let's talk about something that doesn't suck.
Yeah, sure.
Mando Season 3. Coming March 1st, 2023. Are we excited? Are we ready for this?
Let's do it.
It's gonna.
Is 2023 the year of Pascal?
I think so. And this is basically gonna come like right after we're done with The Last of Us.
And then
in January.
How quickly after that do you come?
It depends on if I see that meme. I want to see the laughing crying meme, I think.
The last Last of Us trailer came out about a week ago now, I think. I didn't realize how much Bella Ramsey sounds like
Ashley Johnson?
Ashley Johnson, thank you. She sounded a lot like her. I was like, wow, that was a really good vocal impression.
I actually know she's a filthy Brit.
Yeah, she's very British, and she did a really good job.
Stop doing your accents better than us.
Yeah.
We hate you. We don't hate you.
But also, we love you. Keep doing your thing. Ruin us, because I'm so excited about the show. It's like 5 weeks away. 6 weeks away? 6 weeks away.
He's excited.
You're welcome.
I'm just saying. I mean, we got that. We got Hogwarts Legacy, the game, and we got Mandalorian Season 3.
And did you pre-order Hogwarts Legacy?
Ready to go, baby.
So are we?
She's ready to play.
What house are you guys gonna do? I know you're doing Hufflepuff.
I am thinking I might let them pick me. Might let them.
Matt, what if no one picks you? Sorry. Oh no, this is real. I've never had this happen before.
Yeah.
You get to go live with Hagrid.
You need to fucking go, dude. You are toxic as fuck. Like the Slytherins would even want your ass.
You're divergent. What?
What? I kind of want to be Slytherin because I want to make like a noble Slytherin.
I thought about that. That's actually what I thought
Like
about.
Slughorn style.
What if you just want to be like
shitty
the
Hufflepuff.
shittiest Gryffindor?
I mean, that's every.
I mean,
Gryffindor.
that's
most
all of
Gryffindor,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like a shitty Hufflepuff, though. That's
I was
not.
like, I'm going to be Gryffindor. I'm like, you would be Gryffindor, but you would so be Gryffindor. My sweet, sweet boy.
Like a shitty Hufflepuff. That's something.
You,
I don't
you're
think
just
that's
like,
possible.
you're just like,
Like I want to murder you with plants.
like herbology. You're like, I made this strain that
No,
fucking
you know
kills
what?
you
A
when you
shitty
smoke it.
Hufflepuff would be like the person who's like, "Oh, you're having a bad day. All right, I'll just kill you. It'll be fine." They do like mercy
Like,
killings.
they just like
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I know.
they Kevorkian that shit.
I'm super excited for that game. I'll be playing Marvel Midnight Suns first. But
I would let you play,
but you're not
God of War 2, but you haven't played God of War 1 yet, so
I have played 1 hour of it.
hate you.
How many hours was it? Like 2?
How are you my brother?
We can't get into the gameplay. It's pissing me off.
Well, this
Nick's loving it.
I know, it's great.
You know what I'm loving,
Great.
though? Overwatch 2, baby! New hero coming, Ramatra! You ready for Ramatra, Matt?
Ramacha.
Red matcha?
What do you think Ramatra does, Matt? First of all,
Red matcha sounds like a really
I'll
good
give you a
drink.
hint, Matt. He is an Omnic, okay? And so you obviously know what that is, because you're a big Overwatch
yeah.
head. You're a big watch head, as they call them.
Omnics are,
Not to be mixed up with no good mix. Those are different.
they destroy people with dance, I believe. Like, they do like a sexy, lusty dance, like a tango. And, they obliterate your hit points with dance.
So, Matt, I'll go a little slower. So I guess maybe you didn't read up on this. What do you think the role?
I wasn't right?
What role do you think Ramatra's playing, Matt?
There's support, obviously.
No. He's a tank. So Ramatra, Matt, he's the leader of the Omnics. Those are the robots.
So he's a head
Hey,
tank?
robots.
The robots. So he's a bad guy. But also he's not a bad guy because he's just fighting for his robot people. And his sentience now.
Okay.
He's a tank.
Well, now I'm
he's
interested.
what's called a tempo tank. Which means that he can be like super damagey because a lot of people complain that they don't want to play tanks because they don't do enough damage. And but then you can turn into a tank for 8 seconds.
I mean, he sounds like the character I would play.
Oh sure, no. You played whatever trash character was the trashiest.
Scrap tank. I'm a scrap tank usually, so yeah.
I could see you playing a good Reinhardt. Connor's a pretty good Reinhardt.
I don't know.
Well, if Connor is, then I gotta be, right?
Catchphrase. That's what he shouts at sometimes. But yeah, so season 2.
Does he shout the
So
catchphrase?
season 1, as you both know, it was about cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Season 2, though, in the Battle Pass,
They're trying to, like, what are the
Greek
kids like?
gods.
What are the kids like? And they dial it, and they're like, the kids
Greek
like.
gods is the next season, so the season pass, the themes for the outfits are going to be around Greek gods and goddesses. Oh, do you want a Junker Queen that's Zeus? You got it. Do you want a Hades the Junkrat? Maybe. I don't know. I don't fucking know what's going on. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. And me and Connor can play together, and you're going to get a free account, and you're going to play with okay?
You know what I'm excited about? Avatar: The Way of Water, Mike. Because James Cameron just did some coke, and then he did a Hollywood Reporter interview where he just said the craziest shit.
You just said James Cameron. Everyone knows this.
He goes,
Oh my God.
He goes, so they're like, well, how are people supposed to, like, when's the best time to pee, take a bathroom break during your 3 hour and 10 minute long movie? And he goes,
Wear a diaper, bitch.
He's like, you can take it anytime you want because you're going to come back and watch it again. It's like, shit, dude, you got the biggest balls I've ever seen. Like,
I'm just like, if you're going to insult me, like,
Again?
what's the boring part of the
I'm
movie?
trying to think. I don't think I saw Avatar more than once.
I haven't seen it in the theater more than once.
I saw.
I don't think I've seen Avatar more than once in
I
my
don't
life.
remember, except I remember.
Me neither. I think I saw it in the theater the first time, and then I was like, okay,
Do we have
we're
to watch
good
for
now.
Bird after watching, by the way?
Oh my God.
It's a long movie, though. Well,
we're gonna have to watch the second one, so we gotta watch the first one, right?
What if we just watch Hardcore Henry again?
It's pretty good.
I would rather watch that.
Just like tint your TV screen blue or your computer screen blue. You know?
Oh, he also said.
Yeah, but you'll have to stop halfway.
He also said no one could ever direct a Avatar movie. He said if they tried to, he's like, I would have to train somebody how to do this because I don't care how smart you are as a director, you don't know how to do this.
Well, I mean, it's his thing.
This guy has the biggest fucking dick and balls ever.
It's his thing, I get
Like, what did he do between Avatar? Do you remember a fucking James Cameron movie other than that? Like, I know he did stuff, but do you remember it? Like,
No, he
is
did
it memorable? Yeah.
Titanic?
Yeah, Titanic. That was before Avatar, though. Between Avatars. What did he do?
He was writing
nothing.
He was writing the Avatars.
He took a submarine down the Mariana Trench.
Fucking Avatars. He's
This
written
guy
them all.
is just got the biggest dick.
Yeah.
He hasn't written any of this shit. He's making up. He's like fucking George R. R. Martin.
This movie has to be the fourth or third highest grossing movie of all time to break even.
This guy is... Dude, he did some coke.
What the fuck?
He coked out. He coked werewolf and he's like...
What the fuck?
He did Alita Battle Angel.
Oh, and that was a great movie.
Okay.
We gotta watch it.
Was he the producer of that or the director, though? I think he's the producer.
We need to watch it for watching it.
He did True Lies. I forgot. Oh, True Lies. What a movie that was.
Great movie.
He was the Michael Bay of his time.
I mean, he's still the Michael Bay of his time.
I'm trying to find ones between. Oh, he did a Diving Deep
Oh.
about underwater.
That was where he went to the
One
Mariana
called The
Trench.
Game Changers. Oh, he actually went to the Mariana
Yeah,
Trench.
he went.
Guys,
he
let's
took a
talk about,
submarine
let's
down.
not get bogged down in this bullshit. Let's
Let's some more of his trailers.
Solaris.
Oh fuck, that's what the fuck.
We can watch all of these for Bird after watching.
Let's talk about some of his trailers. Let's talk about the Indiana Jones trailer, dude. What's the new title of this movie?
It's a pick of destiny,
No,
child.
It's not the Pick of Destiny.
No, it's a pick, right?
The Dial.
Oh, Destiny! I found it. You know, it's like one of those old TVs where they're like trying to get the hold right. And it's Destiny.
Here's the thing. He needs to get the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail, and
combine them together.
Then he combines them together with the Crystal Skull, and then he puts it into this to make the Dial of Destiny.
What if instead of the Crystal Skull though, it's Crystal Skull vodka?
He needs at least one of the stones too.
The stones are in me.
It's a different movie.
So you're saying that if I throw you the idol, you throw me the whip?
Yeah.
Okay.
If only you spoke Covitos.
Yeah.
Guys, this trailer was
bonkers.
Balzoni.
Something?
I mean, there's a lot. There's some D.H. Harrison Ford in it.
A bunch of D.H. Harrison Ford, like different time period D.H. Harrison Ford.
Well,
What?
This is what I want to know.
Okay.
Are they traveling back in time and he's seeing himself back in the past?
I think it's a flashback.
Or are they all flashbacks?
Basically, what they're doing is they're setting up this like flashback thing to be like, this is why he's searching for it in the 60s because he failed to get it in the 40s.
Okay, but are they going to DH Sala too?
I hope so. He's like, put your backs into it.
John Rhys Davies was in this trailer, and he looked like he was 115 years old.
Because he actually is 115 years old. He's old. Leave him alone. Let him die.
I love John Rhys Davies. He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
What if he had just dressed as Gimli?
Right?
Right?
What if he dressed as the king from the Chronicles of Shannara?
I'm not even sure what that is.
Yeah.
He's 78 years old.
There you go.
So he's old as he might be as old as Harrison Ford.
He's older than Harrison Ford,
I think
actually.
Harrison
Harrison
Ford's
Ford's... No, he was born in 48.
Yeah. 48. A few years after World War II. Holy shit.
He was actually probably a war baby.
Holy shit.
It actually might be 46. Hold on.
Wait, thank you. You
would not
can
be a war
apologize
baby
to me
unless
on
it was
camera. That's all that matters.
legislation.
Oh, no, he's older. I was wrong. 42.
Hey, thank you. You can apologize
So
to me on
he's
camera.
older.
That's fine. Everybody listen.
I'm so sorry. You were correct.
You have to call him Sala, though. He wants him to.
Ipsy. I said no camels. That's 4 camels.
No, I said bad dates.
Bad dates.
Guys, should we just watch? We're
all of them.
But it's not burr after watching. It's like hug after watching.
Hug after watching. God, speaking.
And
God.
just look over the racist stuff.
For some reason, instead of guys, I said God.
God.
Todd Howard, because I think I was thinking
God
Todd
Howard.
Said,
God
I mean, that's one of his nicknames, guys. He's so good at being a dude. Todd Howard says that his Indiana Jones game will be a mashup of different genres.
Okay. Sure.
But Indiana Jones is the genre. So.
His direct quote is, I will just say it's a mashup. It's unique. It isn't one thing. Intentionally. So
shit.
it does a lot of different things.
That's what you say when your game shit.
And there's actually a pause here where he takes a bump of coke and he's like, a lot of different things that myself and the folks in Machine Games have wanted to do again. So it's a unique thing.
It's some of James Cameron.
Supposedly it's going to be set in 1937 in Vatican City. There's a concept trailer though that alludes to Egypt, Peru, and Mesopotamia.
I bet also swing with monkeys.
Egypt, Peru, Mesopotamia. That's all the places that the ancient aliens guys like
It's going to show the plane flying back and forth too, and that's all I want to see.
Yeah.
The only thing that's bad news is it's going to be Xbox exclusive, so you don't have to get on PC.
Fuck you.
They're good on PC. Because
we do have an Xbox.
Broke my heart.
But that's that.
Kick the kids out of their room.
Yeah, not Xbox One though, right? Do you have a One?
No, it's not a One. It's
they're
a
only have
360.
next gen stuff. They're only have next gen stuff.
I like how you patted her placatively, these guys, these idiots don't have next gen
No,
stuff.
they're only put next gen stuff. This is not going to put on this old one.
Yeah.
It's old, ancient aliens.
Ancient aliens of an Xbox.
Hey, you know what other game they're talking about right now? The Witcher is going to be the first Witcher remake of the first Witcher is going to be an open world concept. Now, if you play the old Witcher, the first Witcher game, it is an abomination.
It's a mess.
In the gameplay. The story is great.
Matt, tell me another game where you can get sexy lady
The story's
cards
okay.
For
The story's
saying
not great.
The top option to the ladies.
The story is okay.
The top choice. I want to fuck you. Okay, I got a card.
The story is okay. The cards are stupid.
I killed 3 drowners.
But the gameplay is...
Fuck now.
The gameplay makes Mass Effect 1's gameplay look like a masterpiece.
Also, how horny of a dude are you that you're like, I'm just gonna go kill 5 zombies and we're gonna come back and fuck! Thanks, Dryad.
You're as horny as Geralt the
Thanks,
Witcher.
Tree Spirit. We're gonna fuck Tree Spirit after I kill
You're as horny as the
zombie dudes.
The Liam Hemsworth version of The Witcher. He's gonna be the horny one.
I can't wait for that, right? Is anyone else excited for that?
Yeah, because Dandelion will probably be in that one too, hopefully. So
they're like, no more Jaskier. We're gonna go with the traditional American name.
Will be played by Jason Ritter. It should be.
It was played by Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm Dandelion! Why are place the ladies love me? I don't know why!
Hey, you want to go do some drugs or something? I'm
Oh,
gonna
bars,
sing a
right?
song.
That's what I do! I think we've written
Does anyone else like to play
like,
music?
yeah.
I love to play music!
We've written something different and beautiful, and I'm okay with it. Just putting it out there. I have one last thing. Do you have anything
I got
else?
nothing left.
Okay, well...
Perfect.
This is a big controversy, guys, and we should have talked about this and we haven't yet. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
Rockton's Dwayne Johnson.
claims that WB didn't want Cavill back as Superman.
He did say this. He's basically... Well, he didn't say it...
Not only that, but he also takes credit with getting Henry Cavill back.
He did not
into
say
the
it.
DCU.
He implied...
I'm going to read it, so you're going to hear it.
Okay.
He implies.
So at the end of the day, the studio was not bringing Cavill back inexplicably and inexcusably. They weren't going to take no for we weren't going to take no for an answer. We weren't going to take no for an answer for us. There's no viable, logical way that you can attempt to build out the DC universe with the most powerful force and the greatest superhero of all time sitting on the sidelines. So yeah, he totally bagged on the WB Discovery.
Well, that's what happens when you get business daddy.
I guess they're going to fire him. They're not going to fire him. He's the only good thing for them right now.
He doesn't need any body stuff. He's just...
He's also
huge.
made so much money. It's still doing great in the box office.
Yeah.
So.
But you know what's doing better? Black Panther. A lot better.
Oh, Black Panther! Oh, Black Panther!
Black Panther has already made a lot more money.
So
WB wise, great.
piggybacking on this again, surprised you did not have this.
This is gonna be James Gunn.
James Gunn.
Okay, yeah. I forgot this.
They asked him if the games and the movies will be connected from now on. He just said simply yes.
Yeah, and he also implied that there was going to be something from
one of the greatest DC stories of all time called Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
So the good thing about Kingdom Come is it's very much like what they kind of want to do with Marvel right now is that Kingdom Come combined the old versions of the heroes with new versions. So you could be like, oh, Henry Cavill's getting older. Now we have Justin Bieber playing the instrument.
My God.
This is obviously the most logical choice.
Baby Bieber.
you got Zac Efron. He's put on 40 pounds of muscle, so you can play him. There you go.
And they
Zac
stretch him
Efron.
out. Like,
Fine. They got him.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays Lip in he also put on 40 pounds of muscle for the Von Erichs movie, so they can put him up.
Which is weird because he was also very muscular in The Bear.
But he is even more muscular because he's playing Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado.
Which makes
who are you
sense
talking
because
about?
The guy
The
who plays,
actor?
Yeah, the actor who plays Lip. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, just look up
Lip?
The Bear. Look up the movie The Bear. Or look at the show The Bear, and he's a man.
You'll know him. He's the
Also, watch The Bear, guys. It's amazing. Let's just watch The Bear right
really
now.
good.
It's really good. No, it is really good. Especially if you've done
Oh,
food
that
service.
guy.
Especially
He plays
with Kerry
food
Von
service.
Erich, the Texas Tornado.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In
He looks like Kerry Von Erich.
in the Iron Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kingdom Come, which is a kind of universal storyline that leads into, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, one of the crises where they're just like, okay, the old heroes are all done, here's the new ones, and so it's a very tidy story as well as being like a story that actually was critically acclaimed at the time. So it was a great source material for James Gunn to pull from. To kind of do a little reboot action.
James Gunn's avant-garde enough to be able to do that. I think he could do Injustice if he wanted to too. Like, there's a lot of stuff he could do if he was really like trying hard enough. He's the one guy that's going to try.
Do you think he could do Hard Justice though?
I think he could do The Killing Joke correctly. I think he could do Injustice: Gods Among Us. I think he'd do.
But also, just don't do The Killing Joke. We're good.
I think he could though. If anyone could,
the great story doesn't need to be touched.
If anyone could do it, he could do it.
Anything else, guys? That's all I got.
I don't want to see James Gunn do rape. I don't want to see that.
I mean, it's only implied rape in The Killing Joke.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think he's a director. He's not going to do that. I don't think, right?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Guys, hey, thanks for stopping by. And remember, like and subscribe.
Please.
And stay classy.
Then.
Bang.
Fumels.